Let us start basics. AMU. AMU or recently AMU is replaced by U. Yes. What is abbreviation of AMU? Atomic mass unit. What is AMU? See, how can we measure the weight of a stone? If I give one big stone to you, how can we measure its weight? In grams, kilograms. Okay, grams, kilograms. If stone is very small, then milligram also. If I give an atom, how can we measure its weight? How can we express its weight? Atom is invisible, right? We cannot see an atom. In that case, how can we express its weight? In that case, we can express the weight in terms of AMU. So to express the weight of fundamental particle like electron, proton, atom, molecule, we use AMU. It is the smallest unit of mass. Kilogram, gram, milligram, AMU. Smallest unit of mass. AMU is the smallest unit of mass used to express the weights of fundamental particles like electron, proton, neutron. Generally, if a particle is very small, then we cannot use kilogram, right? Can we express dust particle weight in kilogram? So in that case, what we use? Smallest units. Clear? Like milligram is the smallest unit and AMU is the very smallest unit. So it is the smallest unit of mass used to express weights of fundamental particles. Note down. It is the smallest unit of mass. Use it to express weights of fundamental particles. What are fundamental particles? Like electron, proton, neutron, even atom and molecule also. And you can note down its value. 1 AMU is equal to 1.66 into minus 24 grams. 1 AMU value. Value is important. Okay, you have to by heart the value. Next, keep heading atomic mass. Atomic mass. Mass of an atom is called as atomic mass. Mass of an atom. Simple definition. Mass of an atom is called as atomic mass. Mass of an atom. See, atomic mass is expressed in AMU. Very important point. Atomic mass. It is expressed in. It is expressed in AMU. Atomic mass is expressed in AMU. AMU. For example, mass of one atom, very important. mass of one atom of oxygen, mass of one atom of oxygen is equal to 16 AMU. One atom, if we mention particularly one atom, you have to write AMU, otherwise you will get wrong answer. One atom, one molecule, immediately put AMU. It is expressed in AMU. Mass of an atom is one atom, is called as atomic mass. It is expressed in AMU. That's why I am adding the statement with AMU. Clear? Mass of one atom of oxygen is 16 AMU. Mass of one atom of carbon is, carbon atomic mass is 12. I will give that list. Clear? But you should understand how to express the mass of single atom. Clear? Right. Mass of one atom of oxygen is 16 AMU. That is example. Clear? What are the units of atomic mass? Atomic mass units. AMU. AMU. It is expressed in AMU, right? Next, atomic weight. Atomic weight. Atomic weight. Weight of an atom. Weight of an atom is called as atomic weight. Weight of an atom is called as atomic weight. Atomic weight. It has no units. It has no units. Atomic weight has no units. For example, atomic weight of oxygen is equal to 16 only. 16 only, without any unit. Atomic weight has no units. Gram atomic weight. Within the bracket write GAW, gram atomic weight, also represented as gram atom. Gram atomic weight, gram atom, both are same only. Gram atomic weight or gram atom, both are same only. Weight of an atom expressed in, weight of an atom expressed in, weight of an atom expressed in grams, grams is called as gram atomic weight. Weight of an atom expressed in grams is called as gram atomic weight. Now you tell me how many quantities we learn. Atomic mass, atomic weight, gram atomic weight. Which is not having unit? Atomic weight is not having unit. What is the unit of atomic mass? AMU. Gram atomic mass unit, grams. Okay, let us write important elements and their weights by covering all these. Okay, right. You know one trick to find atomic weights. If you double the atomic number, in 99% cases you will get atomic weight. But for few elements you have to add +1. Sodium atomic number is 11. 11 plus 11, but you have to add 1. Not odd numbers for few elements. Sodium is 11. 11 plus 11, 22. Add 1 for few elements only, like that. For example, nitrogen is there. Nitrogen atomic number 7. 7 plus 7 will take directly 14. For few elements only, for sodium. Okay. For lithium, what is lithium atomic number? 3. 3 plus 3, 6. But we add 1 plus 1. Right. For few elements. For boron also. For other elements, see, we can take directly. Oxygen 8. 8 plus 8, 16. Oxygen atomic number 8. Carbon atomic number 6. 6 plus 6, 12. For remaining, you can double. For few elements only, we add +1. After doubling the atomic numbers, we add 1. Right. Completed? Next, molecular mass. Molecular mass, molecular weight, gram molecular weight. Molecular mass. So write directly molecular mass. I'll give you important molecules and their weights directly. Can you guess molecular mass means? Mass of the molecule. It is expressed in AMU. AMU. Alright, simple definitions. Mass of the molecule. Mass of the molecule is called as molecular mass. It is expressed in AMU. Expressed in AMU. Example mass of H2O is equal to 18 AMU. Mass of water. Molecular weight. Molecular weight. Weight of a molecule. Weight of a molecule is called as molecular weight. Tell me about units. It has no units. Molecular weight is not having any units, like atomic weight. Atomic weight, molecular weight do not have any units. Okay. Next, gram molecular weight. What is gram molecular weight? Molecular weight expressed in grams. Gram molecular weight. Molecular weight expressed in grams. Molecular weight expressed in grams. How to calculate gram molecular weight? By adding atomic weights of all the elements, we will get a molecular weight. If you are unable to get molecular weight, then calculate. For example, if I ask you H2SO4 molecular weight, if you are unable to get then calculate, add all the atomic weights, right? Let us do some questions, important questions. H2SO4. What is its name? H2SO4 means sulfuric acid. What is sulfuric acid weight? Molecular weight 98. See how to calculate. 2 hydrogens are there. So 2 into hydrogen weight is 1. So 2. Next, how many sulfurs are there? 1 sulfur. Once see the table. Sulfur weight is 32. 1 into 32. And how many oxygens we have? 4 oxygens. 4 into each oxygen weight 16. So how much? 64. 98. See the calculations. If you are unable to get weights, you can follow this. 4 oxygens are there. 4 into each oxygen weight is 16. Like that. If you are unable to get. But every time calculation is not good, especially for objective exams. It will take some time, right? During addition or multiplication, if you do any small mistake, then you will get wrong answer. So instead of that, what you have to do? You have to mug up 10, only 10 we have. 10 important molecules and their weights, and this is the procedure. If you are unable to remember, then do like this. Okay, now I will give you 10 important molecules and their molecular weights. Note them directly. Important molecules and their weights. Molecular weights. Gram molecular weights. Gram molecular weights. NaOH, sodium hydroxide 40. Limestone, calcium carbonate 100. Sodium carbonate Na2CO3 106. Glucose, what is glucose formula? C6H12O6 180. Sucrose, C12H22O11 342. Sucrose. Cl2, chlorine molecule 71. H2 molecule 2, 1 plus 1 2. H2 molecule. O2, what is O2? 16 plus 16 32. Single oxygen weight is 16. 2 oxygens, 16 plus 16 32. HCl, hydrochloric acid 36.5. CO2 also important. How much? 44. Carbon dioxide 44. Next, methane. All these will come in the stoichiometric calculations. Weight calculation, weight volume calculation. You will get the question like this. How much weight of CO2 is released when methane is combusted in air? Methane is combusted in air. What is methane? See, because you learnt already in nomenclature, right? Methane CO2. What is its weight? Okay, we can calculate. Carbon 12, hydrogen 4. How much? 16. Ethane, can you calculate and tell me? So for this you no need to by heart, but important, you can calculate directly. Now tell me, calculate and tell me directly. 30, yes. 12 into 2, 24. 24 plus 6, 30. Acetylene also important. Acetylene, what is acetylene? C2H2. You will get name only. How much volume of oxygen is required to combust some 10 grams of acetylene? You have to write its formula, you have to write its weight. Acetylene, C2H2. Acetylene weight 24 plus 2, 26. Acetylene. Now who will give this? Potassium permanganate. KMnO4. Manganese weight I didn't give you, na? 158. Down directly. 158. Potassium permanganate. Generally, that very rarely used molecules weight you will get. Note down. And during calculations, oxygen means how to consider single O or O2. This is also important during any numerical. Oxygen means consider O2. Nitrogen means consider it as a N2. Nitrogen. Oxygen, nitrogen, hydrogen, chlorine means diatomic molecules we have to consider. Oxygen means don't consider single O. For example, what is the volume of oxygen released? Means consider it as a O2. How much weight of oxygen is required? Means consider it as a O2. During questions, oxygen means O2. Single O do not exist. Okay, right. These are some important. If we get any new compound, then follow procedure adding the weights. Clear? Right. Next. Now keep adding number of gram atoms. Number of gram atoms. This side number of gram molecules. Number of gram molecules. Number of gram atoms and number of gram molecules. We have one formula. Number of gram atoms is equal to given weight by gram atomic weight. Number of gram molecules given weight by gram molecular weight. Given weight by gram molecular weight. If you get any question, find the number of gram atoms present in. Let us see one question. Find the number of gram atoms. Find the number of gram atoms present in. While we are doing questions related to gram atoms, consider atom only. While we are doing questions related to gram molecules, consider molecule concept. Here atom concept. Find the number of gram atoms present in 12 grams of carbon. You have 12 grams of carbon in your hands. Okay. For example, this block, carbon block, I given to you. What is its weight? 48 grams. In that, how many gram atoms are present? What is the formula for number of gram atoms? Given weight. How much weight is given to you? What? By gram atomic weight. What is gram atomic weight? 12. So how many? 4. 4 gram atoms are present. Similarly, here we can frame the question. Find the number of gram molecules in. Find the number of gram molecules in. Number of gram molecules in 64 grams of oxygen. See, oxygen means consider molecular weight. Molecule. This is molecule, oxygen. Given weight 64 by gram molecular weight. Oxygen molecular weight is 32. O2 16 plus 16 32. Gram molecular weight. Oxygen means O2. So 2 gram molecules are present. Two? I didn't get that. Units number only. This is number. Number do not contain any. Number of chairs, number of pens, no units. Number of chairs 2, 3, 4 chairs. Number do not contain any unit. Here see gram and gram both will get cancelled. Here weight will come. Here also weight will come. Both will cancel without unit. Okay, right. Now let us do some important questions. If the mass of one uranium atom is 238 AMU, find its actual weight. Find its actual weight. See, when you get the question, find the actual weight. Actual weight means you have to expand the value only. You have to expand the value. What is the atomic mass given to you? Actual weight is equal to, expanding that value only, 238 into 1 am is equal to how much? 1 am is 1.66 into 10 to the power of 4 grams. That is the answer. Multiply these and tell me how much time you will take. I'll see. 238 into 166. Everyone should get the same answer. 395.08 into 10 to the power of minus 24 grams. Right. And very, very important, whenever you get the question, calculate the mass of one atom, calculate the mass of one molecule. This is the procedure. One atom, one molecule means always end with AMU only. Let us see another question. Find the mass of, very, very important model. Find the mass of one molecule. Find the mass of one molecule of, find the mass of one molecule of water. Find the one molecule of H2O. One molecule, one atom means always ends with the AMU. Mass of H2O, one H2O, mass of one H2O is equal to 18 AMU. Very, very important. One molecule, one single molecule or one single atom mass is expressed in AMU. 18 into, expand AMU value. What is AMU value? Yes, 1.66 into 10 to the power of minus 24 grams. You have to multiply these two. Okay. So remember, one molecule mass ends with AMU. Already I given molecular weights to you. CO2. What is CO2 weight? CO2 weight 44. So mass of one CO2 molecule 44 AMU. One molecule, one atom will be expressed in terms of AMU only. Mass of one atom or mass of one molecule is expressed in AMU only. Clear? Note down another question. Which of the following statement is true? Which of the following statement is true? Which of the following statement is true? Question, that is first option. Mass of one carbon atom is 12 grams. Mass of one H2O molecule is 18. Mass of hydrogen atom is 1 AMU. Mass, or take like this. Gram molecular weight of CO2 is equal to 44 AMU. Answer is C. Why first one is wrong? Mass of one atom is expressed in AMU, but here grams is given wrong. So why second one is wrong? Mass of one H2O molecule is 18 AMU. One molecule mass expressed in AMU, but here AMU is not given. Mass of hydrogen atom, yes, correct, 1 AMU. Gram molecular weight of CO2 44 grams, but here AMU is given. Next, keep heading. Concept of mole. Concept of mole. One pair is equal to how many entities? One pair is equal to how many entities? Two entities. One dozen is equal to how many entities? One dozen is equal to 12 entities. Similarly, one mole is equal to 6.023 into 10 to the power of 23 entities. Generally, we take it as 6 into 10 power 23 during numericals. Clear? One mole means these many entities. Generally, we use dozen to represent 12 entities, 12 objects, 12 pens, 12 pencils, anything. Similarly, when we use mole to represent these many entities, these many chemical species, atoms or molecules or ions, right? One mole is equal to 6.023 into 10 to the power of 23. One mole of pens means how many pens? 6.023 into 10 to the power of 23 pens. One mole water molecule means, water molecules means 6.023 into 10 to the power of 23 molecules. Clear? Now I will give you some important formulas related to mole. Directly you can note down. Okay. Very important formulas. Number of moles. Several times questions came from these formulas in the NEET and JEE also. Number of moles is equal to weight by gram molecular weight. Number of mole symbol is N. Number of moles, weight by gram molecular weight. Number of atoms is equal to atomicity into number of moles into Avogadro number. What is atomicity here? I will teach later after giving the formulas. Next, number of molecules is equal to number of moles, N into Avogadro number. Okay, and another relation, weight by gram molecular weight is equal to volume in liter by 22.4 liters. Weight and volume relation. Okay. Next, what is atomicity? Atomicity is equal to total number of atoms in a molecule. Number of atoms in a molecule is called as atomicity. Let us take some examples. CO2, carbon dioxide. How many carbon atoms are there? 1. How many oxygens are there? 2. So total atomicity 3. So while doing the numericals, sometimes we have to substitute atomicity. For example, in this case, to calculate number of atoms, we need atomicity. Atomicity means number of atoms. In O2, how many atoms are there? 2. Atomicity is 2. CaCO3, answer is 2 here. CaCO3 atomicity, tell me CaCO3 atomicity. 5. 1 calcium, 1 carbon, 2, 3 oxygens, 5. 1 calcium, 1 carbon, 2 plus 3 oxygens. Right, next, some important statements related to mole. What is the weight of 1 mole of any substance? Very important statements. Weight of 1 mole of any substance. Can you guess? Weight of, first note, weight of 1 mole of any substance. Weight of 1 mole of any substance. is equal to its gram molecular weight. Very, very, very important. Weight of 1 mole of any substance is equal to its gram molecular weight. For example, 1 mole of 1 mole of water. What is gram molecular weight of water? 18 grams. 1 mole of CaCO3. You wrote already. CaCO3 weight is 100 grams. Remember, 1 mole of any substance weight, just say it's a molecular weight, gram molecular weight. Clear? What is NaOH molecular weight? Sodium hydroxide. See the table. 1 mole of NaOH, 40 grams. Don't get confusion during numerical part. These are very important fundamentals. Clear? Methane, 1 mole of methane, 16 grams. During numericals we take directly. Clear? 1 mole of any substance weight is equal to its gram molecular weight. Next, second note. See, weight of 1 mole of atoms. Weight of 1 mole of atoms is equal to atomic weight of that atom. Right? Gram atomic weight. Weight of 1 mole of atoms. For example, weight of 1 mole of carbon atoms. Weight of 1 mole of carbon atoms. What is carbon gram atomic weight? 12 grams. 12 grams. Weight of 1 mole of oxygen atoms. Oxygen atomic weight is 16 grams. I given clearly. First learn that weights table, then revise all this. Weight of 1 mole of atoms, nothing but gram atomic weight of the atom only. If I give you 1 mole of chlorine atoms, then what is its weight? Guess. 1 mole of chlorine atoms weight. In cylinder, I am giving you 1 mole of chlorine atoms, 35.5 grams. See, whenever you observe the mole, 1 mole of substance weight means say gram molecular weight. Weight of 1 mole of any molecule, any substance weight is gram molecular weight only. Important basics. If you know all these basics, then you can understand that stoichiometry calculations easily. Now you tell me one question to you. What is the weight of 1 mole of carbon atoms? 12 grams. 12 grams is the weight of what? 1 mole of carbon atoms means how many? 6.023 into 10 to the power 23. Are you getting the point? 12 grams is the weight of 1 mole of carbon atoms. 1 mole of carbon atoms means 6.023 into 10 to the power 23 carbon atoms. Now see, weight of 6.023 into 10 to the power 23 carbon atoms, 12 grams. Correct only, na? 1 mole means, tell me, 1 mole means 6.023 into 10 to the power 23. Clear? Now write another note. Weight of 6.023 into 10 to the power 23 atoms is equal to gram atomic weight of that atom. Example, weight of 6.023 into 10 to the power of 23 calcium atoms. What is calcium gram atomic weight? 40 grams. Another example, weight of 6.023 into 10 to the power of 23 silver atoms. Silver 108 grams. Clear? Similarly, we can write another note also. In place of atoms, let us take molecules. Write another note. Weight of 6.023 into 10 to the power of 23 molecules. Guess, molecules means it's a gram molecular weight. So gram molecular weight. Underline this. Example, weight of 6.023 into 10 to the power 23 H2O molecules. Say value. What is water gram molecular weight? 18 grams. Clear? 6.023 into 10 to the power 23 water molecules weight is 18 grams. Are you getting? How many molecules weight is 18 grams? How many? 6.023. These many molecules weight is 18. Then Vaishnavi, then one molecule weight? Very good. These many molecules weight is 18. For example, 100 molecules weight is some 20. What is 50 molecules weight? 10. Are you getting the point? Clear? Next, write another note. One mole of any gas at STP, standard temperature and pressure conditions, at STP occupies 22.4 liter volume or 22,400 ml. One mole of any gas. During numerical part, if we observe 1 mole of methane, what is its volume? 22.4 liters. 1 mole of oxygen gas, what is its volume? 22.4 liter. 1 mole of any gas at STP occupies how much volume? 22.4 liter. In ml, 22,400 ml. 22.4 liter or 22,400 ml, milliliter. For any gas, methane, ethane, any gas, oxygen, nitrogen, hydrogen, 1 mole volume is 22.4 liter or 22,400 ml. Clear? What is the mass of 1 mole of any substance? Is equal to its molecular weight. Okay, right. Let us take another example. 1 mole of oxygen. Let us write the data related to 1 mole of O2. I given some basics, right? First, 1 mole of any substance weight is equal to its gram molecular weight. 1 mole of O2 weight is 32 grams, right? Next, how many molecules are present in 1 mole of any substance? 1 mole means 6.023 contains, see this circle, inside circle how much oxygen is there? 1 mole. inside the circle 1 mole of oxygen is present. So what is the weight of the circle? 32 grams, because inside 1 mole is present. 1 mole weight is nothing but gram molecular weight only. In 1 mole how many molecules are present? 6.023 into 10 to the power of 23 O2 molecules are present, because 1 mole means 6.023 contains how many atoms? Molecule means 6.023 O2 molecules. Atoms means doubling. O2 is the molecule. In O2 how many atoms are there? 2. So contains 2 into 6.023 into 10 to the power of 23 oxygen atoms. Observe carefully. O2 molecules, oxygen atoms. Clear? Double. O2 is the molecule. In O2 how many atoms are there? 2. So you should multiply with 2. Clear? Just to see how many atoms are present, multiply with that number. In this how many atoms are there? So 2 into 6.023. In case of molecules, just take directly. O2 molecules. Clear? Next, what is the volume occupied by 1 mole? 22.4 liter volume. So this is the data related to 1 mole of O2. Note down. First read all the basics, okay? Then you will get. So by next Sunday, you should thorough in these basics, okay? నీకు కూడా ఇది మనకి ఫైనల్కి ప్రిపరేషన్ అనుకో, ఇంకా వీళ్ళతో పాటు ఫస్ట్ ఇయర్ ఫిజికల్ అవుతుంది. సరే మరి, ఓకేనా?